We've got 4 very different women here, and we've all been through the same experience. What was it like with you?
I was being introduced in the other way. I was the woman being introduced to the family. And I think for all children and any new relationship, it takes time.
Oh, what a lovely picture.
Yeah, you had quite a few children.
Yes, this is it.
How many were there at the time?
There was 8 on. That was last Christmas. We all got together, and
but that's including your 2. So you had to meet 6.
6, yes, I had to meet 6. And they were ranged at the time from 5 to 21.
Wow.
Which, you know, a gambit of ages to kind of navigate my way through. And I think what I said to myself, I'm just going to take it slowly. I'm just going to be myself, be respectful, show love and kindness, and just let it kind of organically happen.
And did you have to do that with the mums as well? Because obviously there's different mothers involved.
Three different mothers.
And obviously some of the children were very young. So you're taking on board, you know, not permanently, obviously, but somebody else's children, so you need to make sure you're not treading on any toes.
Yes, I didn't want to go in and go, right, I'm mummy.
Yeah.
You know, not having had any children of my own, that was one of my desires. But I love the idea of having this kind of like built-in family, but respected that they needed space. They needed time with their dad. I needed to get used to the fact that, in fact, I was going to be a part of the family. I wasn't going to take Daddy away, and we were going to become one. And marvellously, it's happened. And even with all their transient lives, Renee is here in London studying. Liam's off in Spokane doing ice hockey, and they've all got their own separate lives. But we had a wonderful holiday last summer. We all went to Hawaii, every single one of them, and they've got lots of very diverse personalities. But there's a loving bond, and then Rod and I are so happy that we can all be together like that.
It's funny, isn't it, how children always suddenly all turn up when there's a holiday. Suddenly all their other commitments are saying, oh yeah, I can make that. It is, I think what you say is key, is to not make a big fuss when you come into somebody's life and just kind of be there.
You don't want to trample over, you just want to
Absolutely.
be on
You
the
don't wanna march
outskirts
in there
and
and start.
just slowly
Yeah,
does it. I always
exactly.
remember when Liam, it was probably about a year after Rod and I had been together, and we'd taken the kids out for an early dinner. On the way home, he fell asleep in the back of the car, but the sister said, no, he's not asleep. And I said, I'll carry him upstairs, and he didn't wake up. So I picked him up and he let me carry him upstairs and put him up in his bunk bed, and he snuggled down. So that was like a tender moment. I thought, that was his way of saying, I accept you.
How different to when my husband met my then 6-year-old, who's now 23, and it was a big thing, and we had a lunch at somebody's house so that we could make it all very casual, you know, blah, blah, blah. It was like, oh, and she was 6 years old. And he thought, I know, I'll be really fun. So this is the one in the middle at the back. She was 6. I'll be really fun. I'll do that aeroplane thing, you know, with the hand and the legs, swing around. Dropped her on her head. Dropped her on her head, floods of tears. Who's that nasty man? I went, well, that went well.
Breaking the ice, breaking a neck.
Did it help with you that you both had kids when you got together? Because obviously, you know, I'm in a new relationship. Well, obviously it's been a lot more established than yours. But in terms of, it is easier when you've both got children.
Well, you understand.
You both understand
the demands and the frustrations.
all of that. And the need to be respectful.
But then you've got the 2 children from either side. Then there's another kind of bridge that you have to, you know, for them kids to get on.
Aren't we all terribly modern?
So blended. We're blended. That's what the Americans say.
Exactly.